Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report. Today, I'm joined once again by Alex.
Hello!
And we are throwing down some Guardians versus S.H.I.E.L.D. today. Alex, you're going to be throwing down the Guardians. I've got the S.H.I.E.L.D. here. I have Nick Fury leading the charge today alongside with him. He's brought, of course, his trusty S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. We have the Operative Winter Soldier here. We got Namor, the Submariner, because he turns out really, really good. We have Iron Man, because I haven't actually played Iron Man in a while, and I love playing Iron Man, so yeah, we're going to have a gunline battle, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of gunlines, I have a sword guy, Baron Zemo here, because, I don't know, turns out he might be good or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so for cards here, we're not actually running very many shield cards. We have Brace for Impact, Prince's Protection, I'm a Baron after all, Eye in the Sky, which I'm choosing to count as a shield card, and Helios Laser Bombardment. So yeah, we're gonna shoot you good.
Kaijus.
Yeah, it's gonna kill your kaijus, all of your kaijus here. Yeah. Anyways, which kaijus are you bringing today?
Well, of course, we've got Star-Lord and
Yep.
his trusty crew of the movie Guardians.
Yeah.
And Yondu, we got
Woo.
Rocket, we got Groot, we got Gamora, we got Yondu, and we've got our own three-threat sword guy who does bleeds.
Oh my god.
Drax.
3-threat sword guy versus 3-threat sword guy. I wonder which one's better.
Mine.
We'll see about that. Wow. Anyways, what do you got for cards here?
For cards, we got Deadly Duo because 2 attacks in a turn wasn't enough.
Yep.
We got Galaxy's Greatest because the amount of defense and attack die I was rolling wasn't enough. We got Recalibration Matrix because the die that I just rolled weren't enough. We got Brace for Impact because that was too much collision damage coming right at me.
Yeah, all this collision damage.
And we've got Plundered Goods because reroll's good, I guess.
Rerolls are indeed good sometimes. Yeah, so we're playing on Mkron, Crystal, and Skrulls. So we'll see how this goes. We got the Asgard Arena here. I guess Bill sent you, and we're here for some reason as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, real quick before we do get into the battle here, just going to give a quick shout out to Mecha Games, friend and sponsor of the channel, for providing this lovely terrain you see here for us to use. Big thanks to them. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into the game here. Alrighty, and we are deployed on the left side. I have Namor staring down this Skrull and nothing because he's a safe grab, so you didn't bother.
Yeah.
Down towards the middle here, we have Rocket, Groot, Yondu, Gamora, and Star-Lord facing off against Fury, Winter Soldier, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, Zemo, and Iron Man. And then you've got Drax going for your side Skrull here.
Famous safe grab, Drax.
Yeah, very, very famous safe grab Drax. So yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I won the roll to go first, which means I have to make decisions. Am I trying to deny one of yours or just take one of my safe ones?
And before you even make those decisions,
right,
I have my Wing It tokens going on Star-Lord, Yondu, and Rocket.
Alrighty, that kind of makes sense. Alrighty, we're going to start out with Tony. We're going to try and deny your side Skrull. This could be a little risky because, well, you might have a chance to punish me for this, especially if I get pushed. But, I mean, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine because we're not going to be pushed. So we're going to walk over here. We're going to be as far away from the rest of your team as possible. We're going to try and pick up this Skrull here. And we're going to throw physical defense here. So 4 dice. We're good.
Okay.
Not pushed, not punished. And yeah, that's it for Tony for now. You're up next, sir. Alrighty, Gamora's going up next.
Yep.
You were considering trying to do some shenanigans to my side Skrull, but decided it was too risky.
Yeah. So we're just going to run up to this regular Skrull.
Yep. Do you get pushed? It doesn't really matter because you have another move, but
yeah,
might as well see.
She's speedy.
You do get pushed. What do I want to do with that? I'm going to... Listen, all right? I will at least try to tempt you into making aggressive decisions. You can hang out here.
Tempting.
Anyways, you're going to back up.
All the way over that way.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, go hang out on your back point. And yeah. Alrighty, and that's it for Gamora?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, and to remove any thoughts of potentially trying to even out the scoring here,
yeah.
We're just going to do Namor. We're going to do our safe grab thing because that's not telegraphed at all.
What the heck?
We're going to move over here. We're going to pick up this Skrull. We're not going to get pushed because we're amazing, right? That's how this works. We're going to throw 4 dice down. We're not going to get pushed because we're amazing. And then we're going to walk again. And we're just going to bring ourselves over to our back point. We're going to hang out on the back of it and just kind of exist. We'll get the extra power next round for having a thing contesting this point. So we just flip it here, actually. I think we do, because we're going to have the power for our charge next turn anyways. So we'll pay 1. attempt to flip this point,
And
and
succeed.
that's guaranteed because that's how these work.
Yep.
So we are in control of this now.
Yeah.
And yeah, back over to you. Alrighty, Yondu's up. He's coming on up to join the battle.
Yep, he's going to take a walk.
Yep.
Right over to here. And then I wonder.
He might have range on me. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh
Yep.
yeah, he's got me.
So yeah, shooting time.
Start some shoots. Yeah, so I'm going to have 4 dice with a single reroll. You are also going to have a single reroll.
Plus swinging it if need be.
This is true. Only 1 for me so far.
Using this
It's a
single
good
reroll.
roll so far for you.
I'm not using my wing it on those 2 skulls.
I'll use my reroll. I'm only going to get 1, so I'm going to take 3.
And get slowed.
That is a
You're
little
blocking
rude.
1, so you'll take 2.
You had... Oh yeah, you only had 3.
And you're slowed.
That's actually very rude. I'm not a fan of the slow at all,
I'm
but...
a huge fan.
Yeah.
And then Yondu's going to pay a power and successfully flip.
That makes sense to me. Cool. We're going to go ahead and have the shield agents go next. They're just going to be our safe grabbers here. I think they make this, but I haven't actually done the measurement before. So they're going to walk here. They definitely make that.
Mhm.
So they're going to pick this up, and they're going to see if they get pushed with their 1 die, I believe. They're going to be pushed.
Okay.
So you can push them small, but they do have another move action, so they're just going to be able to run away anyways.
Yeah, but I might as well make them
Yep.
as much distance as possible.
Make it as awkward for them as you can. And yeah, we'll just run them back this way. They'll be a little bit behind where Namor was,
Mhm.
But they're staying close enough to him so they can grab that lovely reroll from him if it comes up.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's going to be it for them. Alrighty, Rocket's up. He's choosing violence.
Yep, we're going to walk right on up to this point and shoot Namor.
Yeah, Namor, notoriously not a big fan, but he's going to have 4 dice with a reroll. And hopefully it works okay.
I was told my
That's not
credit.
a great start for you. I'm on 2
And
so far before my reroll.
I don't think you're hitting rockets, so we'll spend his winging it.
Sure.
Just
And
2.
I'm going to use my reroll. Oh, I got 2 anyways, though,
Yeah.
so we're fine. That said, you have to damage me for the leadership. All right, no aggressives here.
All right.
So yeah, that's it for Rocket, I assume?
That's it for Rocket.
Cool. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and have Winter Soldier go next. He's going to walk up to our midpoint here, and we're just going to fire a shot over at Rocket.
All right.
We're going to have a reroll from our good friend Namor here, and otherwise this is going to be a 5 dice physical. You will, of course, have cover because you're Rocket, and that might not matter.
I'm blocking 1.
We're getting 5. He's down.
I'm taking 3.
Before damage, you're going to lose a power.
Okay.
Sorry, you're going to lose 2 power before damage.
I only had 1 power.
Well,
so.
fine. And then I'm going to gain 3 because we just one-shot a Rocket.
Great.
That's a good start, although it's a little awkward because now you're going to put Groot up there and I won't be able to finish him off. So
yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, that's it for Soldier. Alrighty, Groot's up next. He's going to walk on up.
Groot's going to be a little delayed in his responses here, but he's going to...
Yeah.
He's going to go right here.
With that second move action...
That's fine.
No, we're not going to do it because you'll just get the power to heal up immediately anyways. So we're not going to bother.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it for him.
That's it for him.
Cool. We'll go ahead and have Mr. Fury go on up next. He is going to take an advance here just to get on the other side of Namor. Just about there. And see what that gives him range to. Oh, wait. We didn't move Fury when we moved the agents.
Yeah. You did not do that.
I'm a stupid.
I'm assuming he's standing
Fury's standing there, but he's not going to have the opportunity to shoot anything because otherwise that would be big cheating.
Yeah.
And
so
we don't
I guess that
big
means
cheating.
it's Zemo?
I guess that means it's Zemo. Whoops. All right, so because I'm dumb and didn't activate Fury when I activated the grunts.
And I also didn't notice you not activating Fury.
Yeah, that was completely missed. I just have Zemo left. You have 2 models, so I'm going to go ahead and pass. You can do something with one of these guys.
Anyways, Star-Lord time.
Yep, that makes sense.
He's going to take a walk.
Yep. See if he can steal a shot.
You know what? What if it's not Star-Lord? What if it's Drax instead?
Drax?
Yeah.
He's going to start coming on over?
Yeah. We're going to get him to the very front of this point.
Yep.
And he's going to do something really chill and cool called That's Mine Now.
Yep. So he's going to claim your point, and that is Drax. All right, we're going to make an interesting play with Zemo. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to walk. Then he's going to pay 2 for I'm a Baron after all.
Ooh.
And we're going to...
Or not pay 2. Gain
not pay
1
2.
for
Gain
it.
1 and then pay 2 to charge.
There we
That's
go.
how this works. We're going to charge just to the edge of Gamora here. And if we do at least 1 damage to you, then we're gonna be able to flip our point still.
Okay.
5 dice, single reroll. See what we can do. I think we're doing 1 damage.
I'm blocking 1.
I'm doing my reroll. for 4. So you're going to
Take
take 3. I'm going to pay 1 of that to flip this lovely point here. And yeah, that's a solid turn for Zemo.
Yeah.
I will certainly take that. Alrighty. And yeah, that's it for him for now.
Yeah.
Mr. Lord is up next.
Mr.
And
Lord
last for the round.
Don't think he makes it onto yours, so
No,
he's
I
just
don't
going to
think
shoot Zemo instead.
Alrighty. Yeah, Zemo's going to have 3 dice and a single reroll.
I've got 5.
Yeah.
And
1 so far.
it's only for 1 die, but there's literally nothing else happening this round, so we
Yep.
might as well winging it.
Yeah, might as well try. You're on 3. I'm going to do my reroll. I'm on 2, so I'm only going to take 1 for this.
All right.
Temptation to Counter-Strike Rising, if you're even in range. Honestly, we kind of want all the damage we can get here, but I also want to make sure I have power for Master Swordsman, so no.
Okay.
That's going to be the round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be grabbing up 3 scrolls and 2 secures, bringing me to a total of 5. On your end, because I denied you 1 of your scrolls, you're only getting 1 scroll and 2 of your back points, bringing you up to 3.
Yep.
Bit of a point lead for Shield, but we'll see what you're able to do. Obviously, now you're in the range where you get to start shooting me a bunch, so we'll see how things go into round 2. Alrighty, going into round 2, you've handed out your wingouts. You said Drax, Star-Lord, and Gamora.
Yep.
So all on this side. So I think I'm going to start out on this side as well. We're going to go with Zemo here and just try and deny Gamora an activation.
Okay, I don't like it.
So we're going to go for some full rerolls and throw a 5 dice physical attack her way.
I'm going to be paying for martial prowess.
That makes sense. So you'll have, what, 5 dice, and if you take no damage, I'm taking damage. That's not a good start for me. It's a good thing I have full rerolls.
I have 1.
Full rerolls gives me 2. I'm going to use my Zemo reroll. That was blank. So I am only on 2.
I could just take 1 and keep my winging it. I think that's the play.
Alrighty. I will gain 1 for that. No wild, so no bleed here. Not an ideal attack. I'm glad I kept up power from last round. We're going to pay 2 to do another Master Swordsman 5 dicer into her. She's got, what, 2 left?
Yep, and another martial prowess coming your way.
Yeah. This is a little bit better. We got 2 so far.
1, but it's a crit.
You're just on the 1. I'm going to have a single Zemo reroll. I'm going to get 3, so you need to block 1.
We're going to use that winging it.
Yep. You are going to get it, but you are going to be bleeding on 1 health. I'm going to gain 1 for that. And yeah, that was a little unfortunate. I mean, we had a good attack first turn, so I guess it kind of balances out.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for Zemo for now.
All right.
Alrighty, Gamora's up next before she goes down.
Yep. You're going to be paying 2
for
her cool little pounce.
Pouncing at Zemo?
Pouncing at Zemo.
Yeah, I'm going to elect not to brace here, I think. This could be the wrong decision. It's probably the wrong decision. We'll go for it anyways. We're going to roll a crit, maybe 2. We're going to block 2. We're going to take 1. So actually, I have no regrets.
And we got a Godslayer attack for you.
Yep, I'm going to have 3 dice. Do I pay for 4 rerolls here? I don't think I do. I'm glad I didn't. I'm blocking 2 with a crit.
You are fine.
Alrighty, I'm going to Counter-Strike you.
Yeah.
Try to just end her turn here. So yeah, Counter-Strike is going to be a 4 dice crits and wilds. I got 1.
She's just down.
Love to see it.
Unfortunate.
Alrighty.
Well, she drops her point.
Zemo did the thing. He only took 1 extra damage out of it. We're going to drop that point kind of off mine. But yeah, we're going to drop it like over here. That doesn't actually feel great because you can still grab that and be standing on mine. But it is my turn next. So yeah, we'll drop it over there and say that's fine for now.
All right.
We're going to go ahead and go with Winter Soldier next because we already took out Gamora, so we don't need Iron Man to deny that anymore. And Winter Soldier is going to start out by showing what kind of ranges he's looking at. He doesn't quite have 3 on anyone. So we're going to throw a regular 5 dicer. We're going to make it a hit and run into, I think Yondu is the hit here.
Okay.
So 5 dice physical. See what we can get. That's
2 with the crit.
Terrible because we got the wild. We got a reroll, no extra wild. So we're just going to get a wild suppressive. You're going to lose 1 power.
Okay.
And then we're going to get our hit and run movement, which we're going to use to try and do a couple things. We're trying to get within range 3 of Groot.
Which I think you can definitely do and be on the point.
I think so as well. So we're going to go over here. Nice and in range 3. And we're going to pay 1. Pick up this lovely, or we're not going to pick it up yet.
Ah, you just caught it.
Smart call. We're going to pay 1 for concussion grenade. So this is going to go into Groot.
Okay.
5 dice energy.
Ah, sad.
And if we get the wild, everyone over there is going to be shocked.
Unfortunate.
So please give me that wild. We are not getting the wild, but we are getting 3.
I'm taking 3.
Alrighty. He is going to be stunned after the attack.
Okay.
Not bad, not quite what we were going for, but it's fine. We're going to pay 1 and try to pick up this objective now. See if we get pushed. We do get pushed.
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah, you might be able to have your way with Winter Soldier here.
That's the hope and the dream and the plan.
Bring him over to your team.
Yep. I think I have to do it in such a direction.
That makes sense. Alrighty. And yeah, you are up next, sir. You've brought him right into the lion's den.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be Mr. Groot.
Yep, makes sense. Try to finish him off.
Yep.
Or take him out, rather, because he's at full.
Yep. And what better way to do that than by paying all 5 of this lovely power you've given him
Oh boy.
for a very cool spender.
And you weren't kind enough to put me in range of one of you.
Nope.
Alrighty, I'm going to have 4 dice for this spender.
I've got 8.
This could hurt. Oh, no, it's too late. Too late. Dice a roll. Block 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to drop.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
Before damage is dealt, I throw you medium.
Sure.
So I'm going to throw you... Where the heck do I want you?
Alright, so you're going to do the technical bonk into
we're
the
going to throw
full.
you into this pull here, and because there's no legal landing zone, you go back over here.
Yep. And then Yondu, it sounds like, is yoinking my objective?
Yeah, he's going to pay a power for Ravager Code Steal Everything.
Yep.
I'm going
So
to
he
pick it
just
up.
gets that. And then Groot does have a second action. I don't know what you want to do with it because he's out of power.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. He doesn't have the power to heal. He doesn't have range on anyone. He doesn't want to walk anywhere. He's going to shake the stun.
That tracks. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and have Tony go next. And he's going to walk over to be close to this point and barely sneak a line of sight on Star-Lord here.
Okay.
And then we're gonna shoot Star-Lord.
All right.
First of all, I do want to check if I actually got onto the point. I didn't. Rather unfortunate.
Fantastic.
But we are within range of Zemo for Zemo rerolls, so we're gonna blast a Star-Lord here. We got a 4 dice energy attack. We're gonna be getting 2 to start.
Block him 1.
We're gonna be getting 3 with a push, so you're gonna take 2.
Take 2 and get pushed.
And that push, just gonna send him to as irrelevant of a position as possible.
What the heck, man?
And yeah, that's going to be it for Tony. He's got power, which is what he really wanted. Alrighty, Yondu's up, and what's he up to?
Yondu's got a cool 5-die energy attack for 1 Mr. Namor.
Namor, alright, he's going to have 4 dice with a reroll.
Yeah.
1 so far.
And using Yondu's reroll, for 2.
Would you like to wing it before I do my reroll?
What winging it?
Never mind. I got 2.
Okay.
We're good.
We're going to try again.
Yep. 1. I'm on 2 so far. Good talk.
All right, go Yondu.
Yeah,
not ideal.
Not ideal for him. Alrighty, cool. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and have Fury and the boys go. This time it's gonna be both Fury and the boys because we are good at this game. So the boys are gonna go first. They're going to just get within range 3 of Groot here. And yeah, they're gonna start firing away. So they're gonna have 2 rerolls, 1 from Fury, 1 from Namor. But otherwise, it's just a 4 dice physical.
Into Groot.
Yep. We're getting 2 with a crit before our rerolls. That's a good start. We're going to reroll these 2 for 3.
I'll take 2.
I'll take that gladly. Fury's going to gain 1 power for that. And then we're going to do Fury, who's going to walk up just a little bit because he doesn't need much more to get within 3 of you.
Nope.
So we're going to walk to about here. Again, one of those things I could have done better if I didn't screw up Fury's activation last round, but that's on me. This is going to be a 5 dice physical with a reroll from Namor and a Wild Pierce. If we get a good roll here, we're in business.
Oh, no.
We're only on 1 so far. You have, what, 2 left? We need this reroll. And we get it.
My defense die are hating me today.
We're going to gain 1 for that. Wonderful work, Fury. And, yeah, that's going to take down Groot, which leaves Rocket in a very vulnerable state right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, alrighty. Already, Rocket's up, and what's he trying to do?
Rocket is going to kick things off with a cool plasma rifle attack targeting Namor.
Alrighty, and I have 4 dice with my reroll. Oh boy! Okay, I did get a good defense roll, so might be fine. That's what, 6, 7?
That's 7.
I'm going to reroll my 1. I'm going to block 3. I'm going to take 4 for that. That hurts a lot, but it does leave me alive.
On how much?
1.
Okay, so I had a plan in mind, but that plan just changed.
Yeah. I will warn you that I have Eye in the Sky online.
Yeah. I'm going to declare a Hadron Enforcer attack targeting Namor.
Yes. Yeah, we have to iron this guy because Namor cannot go down here.
Okay.
So he's going to get to make a short advance,
Mhm.
and as long as he's out of either range or line of sight, he's good.
And range is 5.
Yes. Now, importantly, I also need to get him out of range 2 of any of my allies, because then you could hit them
Yep.
and try to take him out with that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, the range 5 is easy because you're barely in to begin with.
Mhm.
I think we just back him up over here.
Fantastic.
And that makes his turn a little awkward, but
Especially because he's slowed.
exactly. But it keeps him alive, which is important because he's
Okay.
holding an objective, and he's my last activation.
And it is now going to be a Hadron Enforcer attack targeting, I believe, the Shield Grunts.
That makes sense. Yeah, they're gonna have 1 die. They're gonna block, and then they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So they're gonna drop this objective. I do get to choose where it goes.
Mhm.
I am just gonna leave it here for Fury.
Okay.
And yeah, they're down.
All right. Rocket picking up the slack over here.
Yeah, Rocket doing big things. You still have Drax and Star-Lord, so
I
I'm going to
do.
pass because I just have Namor.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Star-Lord's up, and what's he up to?
He is going to be taking a walk.
Yep.
We're going to go right over to here so we still have line of sight on Mr.
Mr. Stark?
Mr. Stark. And that's important because even though it's not the attack that is going to be doing the most damage, it's not an attack that can counter-strike and kill me. We're going to be paying for a hit and run into you.
Into Tony Stark?
Into Tony Stark.
So I will have cover and a reroll from Mr. Zemo.
Yeah.
We're going to block 2 before cover. 3, cover gives me 4.
I don't think... Yeah, the wingate can't do anything for me, so we're going to hold on to it.
Cool.
And then we use the hit and run to get onto this point.
Hang out down here.
Which is going to be an attempt to roll.
Yeah, 50-50 shot.
Because it's 1 die.
Crit wild hit. You fail.
Unfortunate.
Alrighty, good for me. Alrighty, we're going to go with Namor. We're going to start out with a advance. We're just going to get as close up the board as we can, which is going to stop us right at the end of Fury there. And from here, we have to figure out if we have a chance at getting to Rocket.
And I really don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It doesn't look great.
No. If
So,
you're a large base, maybe, but...
At this point, unfortunately, I think we're just shaking the shock. Your Drax only has 1 power, so he can't walk and hit me, or like throw me or anything like that. So yeah, I think we're shaking our slow, and we're gonna have a really interesting next turn.
Okay.
Really wanted to try and take down Rocket, but then you got that crazy good Hadron, or not even Hadron Enforcer. It was just a plasma rifle.
Yeah.
By the way. So yeah, Namor's in a weird spot here, but he's just gonna chill. All right, Drax is going, and he's going to go try and steal a point over here.
Yeah, he's going to successfully run over here and successfully pick up this scroll and hopefully successfully not get pushed.
Yeah, let's see how that roll goes for him.
He's good.
You're good. Alrighty. I'm going to have a lot of choices to make next round, but for this round, I'm going to be grabbing up 4 points. You're going to be grabbing up 4 points as well.
Yep.
Bringing the total score 9-7. So my early game lead still being very, very relevant, but you are starting to catch up here. So we'll see how things go into round 3. It is my priority once again. Yeah, this was certainly an interesting round.
Yeah.
Alrighty, going into the new round, this is going to be an interesting one. I have a lot of work I need to do in very specific places. I think this could go a lot of different ways. So we're going to start out with Namor because he's on 1 health, and there's a Drax here that is angry and has an objective and the power to throw me. So we don't like any of those things.
Fair enough. And speaking of Drax, he is alongside Groot and Gamora, my winged targets for this round.
Yes. We're going to have to keep that in mind as well. We're going to start things out with a... I think we'll do a spender into him.
Okay.
Partially just for the extra dice, partially so if we end up doing no damage, we drop his objective anyways. So yeah, this is going to be a 7 dice physical. We have a single reroll. See what we can do. We might just drop it. 2 crits or 3 crits in here before my reroll. We're on 4. We got
this down.
Okay. Yeah. No. So we're going to drop that objective.
Yeah, I'm going to take 6.
Yep.
Good lord.
Good job, Namor.
My defense die today.
With that, we're going to drop the objective for Fury here, I think. We'll leave it in kind of an awkward spot if you want to try and take it. And now we have an action to charge, because realistically, unless I want to run him to a corner, Namor's not surviving this round, and I think he's more meaningful punching things.
Okay.
So I think we're going to either put pressure on Gamora or Star-Lord, weirdly enough. I think it's Gamora. I think that's the play. So,
Okay.
yeah, because we get to stagger her that way. I think we make it into her. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do, because you're also, like, going a little bit around Drax when you could be going more straight on.
So we're going to pay 3. We're going to do that charge. We're also going to get into the Zemo reroll.
Ugh,
Because there is a world here where we just take her off the board as well.
And for sure, this is going to be martial prowess.
Yeah. So there's going to be a 6 dice physical attack. We'll have 2 rerolls on this, and if we do any damage, you're going to be staggered. That's a okay start.
Oh,
you got a good roll.
Oh, baby.
Boy. Martial prowess is just going to drop me.
Let's go.
Because I got 4 to your 5.
5.
Unfortunate, but fair enough after what we did to Drax.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're just going to drop this on my turn.
Let's go.
Not ideal at all.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's I guess before damage is dealt, I get to advance towards you. Do I want to do anything with that? Yeah, I do want to at least put myself into a position where I can potentially be more useful next turn. So I'm going to advance myself over here, and then you may drop my objective.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely a position where I can put it where it's within one of Gamora and Star-Lord.
Yep.
So I can think about who I want to go next.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be it for Namor. He did take out Drax, so I really can't complain too much. But that does sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Gamora's up, and sounds like she's targeting Zemo.
Yeah, she's got a 6-die physical attack going at Mr. Zemo.
He's going to pay 2 for Master Swordsman. He would very much like to survive here.
I would very much like him not to.
That's only 3 on your end, but we're not rolling great.
I have rerolls first, which I will be using.
Yep.
And you have 1.
I had, or no, this is a hit.
Got it.
3, 4,
4, and that is going to trigger Deadliest Woman. Now that I have a
actually
wild,
be 5
to make it 5,
which means doesn't matter what those roll into. Zemo is going to drop here.
I did 3 damage.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I'm going to gain 3.
That hurts.
Which puts her in the best possible position power-wise, because now she's going to pay 1/2 alongside Groot and Rocket for Galaxy's Greatest.
Yeah, that's a 3-model Galaxy Greatest. It's what I was trying to avoid because I really wanted to kill Rocket last turn, but is what it is. Yeah, what's she doing next?
Next, she's got a very cool now 7-die physical attack going into a reroll-less Iron Man.
Yeah, he's not a huge fan, but he's still going to have 4 dice for the DR.
And she is bringing the pain.
She's...
With those 2 wilds, I'm going to change 2 to hits.
Yeah, how many is that? That's a dead Iron Man.
You one-shot him. Do?
5.
Yeah, I'm going to gain 5.
Yeah, I was just double checking. You are in range. Okay. Yeah, that's not good at all.
All right.
I'm going to drop another objective there.
In that case, she's not going to pick up the one Namor dropped. She's going to actually.
And yeah, either
we're
of
going
them.
to put this one at the furthest end of Star-Lord here, trying to make it pretty hard for you to grab it with maybe someone coming from over there, and she's going to pick up this one.
Alrighty. That was rough.
Yeah.
That was very rough.
And she's going to see if she gets pushed. This doesn't care about Galaxy's Greatest, so it's still just 3 die. She's not pushed.
Alrighty.
What a phenomenal Gamora activation.
Yeah, that was brutal. Alrighty. We'll see how we can come back from that. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and have Winter Soldier go next. He needs to do something similarly powerful over here.
Okay.
We're going to pay 1 for a concussion grenade. We're throwing this at Groot.
Okay.
It's just going to be 5 dice energy, but we're hoping to shock your entire team and go from there.
All right.
That's not a bad start at all.
Phenomenal defense roll from Groot.
Oof. We're getting 4, so we're only going to do 1. We didn't get... Oh, wait, I do have a reroll from being within 1. We're going to do 2.
So I'll take 2.
But we're going to stun him, but no blinding flash.
Stuns after, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We're then going to pay 3. We're going to hit and run this attack.
Okay.
So, yeah, the exact same attack again, same target. We're just hoping to get a little bit more damage and maybe that wild. There's the wild with, again, a really solid roll. We're going to reroll for 5, which is going to drop Groot.
Unless I spend his winging it.
Yep.
successfully
Oh,
here.
you only have one die, though.
Yep.
This is big. He's going to fail.
I think
And this does mean
because-
I won't get to hand out the shock.
because this kills him, I think it's going to be recal time.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I only get to reroll one, but
I need all 5 of mine, though.
Yeah.
I get 3.
so I'll take 3.
And you'll still be shocked, and
Mhm.
so will everyone else over there.
Yeah.
Okay, you do survive, which
And
is...
I only gain 1 because I'm stunned. But
Yep.
I'm alive.
You are. We're going to do our medium advance over to here.
Mhm.
And we're going to attempt to flip this point.
Okay.
But at least we shocked your entire team.
Yes, that is unfortunate, but Galaxy's Greatest does help get around that.
Yes. We're going to roll. We are going to successfully flip that point. So
What?
that is a
Rude.
thing. We have stolen it.
How rude.
Yeah, you know what? That could have been better, but that also could have been so much worse, so we'll take it. Alrighty, Groot's up, and what's he up to?
Groot's up. It's Groot time. He's going to spend 2 power and heal 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Try to keep himself alive.
Being alive is both chill and cool, and we really enjoy that. Then we're going to be punching Mr. Oh, how much power does Fury have?
2.
Which means he can't summon in the grunts.
He can. It costs 2.
Well, he can. Why would you do this to me? Then we're going to punch you. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
it's
it's
4 dice.
I'm +1, -1.
Yep. 2. Looks like you're doing 2.
Okay. Only gain 1 because I'm stunned.
Yep.
And then we'll do it again.
That tracks.
3.
Blocking 1. I'm going to take 2 more.
Fantastic. I'm going to gain 1 power. And now, because of the magic of doing things that aren't on his turn, him and Groot Rocket are both going to pay for Deadly Duo.
Yeah, that's rude.
So it's only 2 attacks, but because it's just going to be Winter Soldier and Nick Fury, but I still think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're going to target Nick Fury.
Nick Fury first, eh? I'm going to consider Eye in the Sky here.
Yep.
Alright, this is probably a bad idea, but we're going to have to hope the dice go okay for us here. We need to take the shot on Fury.
How much damage do I need to do?
You need to do 2.
All right.
Okay,
Nope.
we're fine. We're
You're
actually
very
blocking
fine.
great.
Yep.
Okay.
And into Winter
Soldier. He's going to have 3 dice with a reroll, because you are close to
2.
him. 1 before my reroll.
You're
You're going to take 1.
okay. Yeah, taking 1. Fantastic. I'll gain 1.
Alrighty.
And that'll be Groot's activation, finishing on Rocket's attacks.
Yeah, we're going to go with Fury next,
Mhm.
who is going to pay 2 to
Mhm.
call in the cavalry. So we're going to throw these shield agents down. They do get to immediately interact, but I'm not 100% sure they're going to be able to be in the range that I want them to be in and interact, and I'm risking them being pushed, and that would be bad. So we're just going to bring them in here.
Mhm.
Make sure they're within range 3 of everyone I care about.
Mhm.
And then, for Fury's actual turn, we're going to start with a Fury special, I think, into Groot here.
Okay.
So this is just a 5 dice physical, and we'll see what we can do with it. Oh, the shield agents get to advance towards you on the spender. Never mind, they're going to pick this up.
Okay.
Um,
So they come in, they pick that up.
and then worst case, they get pushed and they advance towards you. They get pushed.
Okay.
Woo.
On a journey.
Yep. So they're way over there. That's fine.
Yeah. Now you're shooting Groot.
Yep. So yeah, 5 dice, Wild Pierce. Not great.
Fantastic.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also realizing, yeah, everything does suck.
They're out of range.
They're out of range. So, yeah, we'll still. No, we're not even going to go for the spender. We want the. I think the Pierce is just similarly valuable, and the power is also valuable.
Yeah.
We do get 1 for that either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try it again.
Okie dokie.
Wow. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, the dice went very cold this round.
Tides are turning for the Guardians.
You're up, sir, and it's all you.
Yeah, I have Star-Lord and Yondu.
And Rocket.
And Rocket hasn't gone yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, Star-Lord is up, and what's he up to?
He's starting by spending 2 power first to just flip that point, because you don't have anyone on it.
Yes, sir.
And then paying another 1 to pick this up and see if he gets pushed.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah.
It's not going to be super meaningful. I mean, he had two actions of not really anything more meaningful to do, but we will push him away.
He's going to hope to do something meaningful, though. He's going to take a walk on back this way and make sure he's ending said walk.
Yep,
within range
easily.
of Mr. Fury.
Easily.
Shoot him with a gun.
That makes sense. Fury's going to have 3 dice.
Mhm.
Not really worth using Eye in the Sky here.
3?
You're going to drop him.
Doing 2?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. Go
So
Star-Lord.
he's going to drop this for you. Or no, he's not. That's on the agents.
Yep.
So he's just going to drop.
All right. And then it's Yondu.
Yeah. Or Rocket.
Or Rocket.
Or both.
Yeah. You have no one awake.
Nope. You have no one to shoot.
Except for the shield agents.
I will say the point you're stand. Oh, and Winter Soldier.
Oh God, he's still alive.
Yeah, Winter Soldier's still alive. Not for long, I suspect, but he is still alive.
Likely not.
You do still have to flip the point they're standing on as well.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me about that, which does make things a lot easier.
That said, no, any enemy characters contesting. So even though I'm injured, it's still you still have to roll for it.
Yeah, it only didn't matter on that one because they're both dazed.
Yep.
But absolutely, I think it's just gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna go with Yondu.
Alrighty, Yondu's up. He's gonna try and take out Soldier here.
Yeah, we're gonna start by paying 2. Actually, I think that taking out Soldier is really, really big for me. So we're gonna be playing Plundered Goods.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna. Or sorry, no, he's not going to activate. Rocket's gonna activate.
Oh, but Yondu's gonna.
Yondu's gonna pay that card because Yondu does not get the rerolls, but. Oh no, yeah, Yondu does get the rerolls. Then yeah, it is gonna be Yondu activating. What am I talking about?
Alrighty. Yeah. So Yondu's activating. He's throwing Plundered Goods down, and he's trying to kill Mr. Soldier.
Yeah, I think he's gonna start actually by shaking the shock.
That makes sense.
And then he's gonna do a 5 die with 3 rerolls into Mr. Soldier.
Yep. This is energy. Yeah, you can afford to be cocky with the shocks here. Oh shoot! Because even if you don't take out Soldier, you're still in a good spot here.
That's gonna be 3
out of the box, but I'm on 4 before my reroll.
Dang, yeah, you are fine. I do
5.
gain a power from Plundered Goods because I attacked someone who's contesting a point.
Yep.
But yeah.
Alrighty, and then Rocket's attempt.
Rocket's attempt, yeah.
All right. He is also shocked. Does he also want to shake?
He's also shocked. I don't think he wants to shake though.
So he's gonna throw some 5 dicers.
Yeah.
All right. I got 3 with a reroll.
Explode that crit.
Reroll,
and then 2 rerolls from Plundered Goods.
You're on 4, so I'm gonna eat 2.
I'm gonna gain 2.
Alrighty.
And then I think it's worth it to try and do this. We're spendering.
Sure.
It's gonna be 7 dice with 2 rerolls.
Yep. 1 so far. My reroll. I'm on 1. You got him.
I got him.
You got him.
I got him.
Sad soldier noises.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rock doesn't have the power for it. Sad.
He can't flip the point.
Yeah.
So I'm still scoring
Yondu
3.
definitely should have tried to do it before his turn was over, but I forgot.
So I'm going to grab 2 of the secures and my 1 extract for a total of 3, bringing me up to 12 points. Meanwhile, on your end, you're going to be scoring 5 this time, tying the game 12-12. I have a lot of work to do this round, though, so we'll see how things go. Everyone on my team is waking up, and Winter Soldier is off the board. Alrighty, going into the new round, I have a lot of work I need to get done, but I think I have the tools to make it possible.
Yeah.
We're going to start things out with Iron Man, who's going to be paying 8 power.
Oh, it's Helios in time?
Let's do 2 off of Fury. That's putting me to 10. Let's do 4 off of Namor, up to 12. And none from Zemo.
Okay.
So a 14 dice, Helios laser into Gamora.
Okay, well, we're going to be martial prowessing at least.
Yep.
Because you are still within 2.
I will have a Zemo reroll, thankfully. And yeah, so that's 8, that's 12, that's 14
Time to find
dice.
out if Gamora can parry this nuke.
If she parries this, I think it's just game. But she won't parry this.
I'm blocking 4 with 2 crits.
Oh dear God. Okay, I'll explode my crits just to be safe.
5.
I'm on 4 crits.
You have 4 crits. Okay.
Plus, I did get the wild. I didn't get any of the
Zemo
crits.
reroll.
Reroll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the wild for effectively 11 damage.
So I'm blocking
5,
and taking.
6.
I'm going to spend her winging it to reroll.
Okay. Insane if you live this. You
No!
don't. So she's going to take 6, and I'm also going to do 1 to Star-Lord with
She
the splash.
perfectly dies!
That's big.
Sad. And yeah, Star-Lord takes the damage.
Yes.
What the heck?
Okay.
Why couldn't
Good.
Gamora parry the
And because
Helios
it
laser?
actually, Star-Lord only takes the damage because she perfectly died, because the wild sweep and clears after the attack.
Oh, because I blocked
Yeah.
5 of the.
So you would have
10.
lived on 1 and
Yeah.
then eaten the 11th.
Wow. Okay. Well.
So she's going to drop that. I will drop that beside Iron Man. And then Iron Man's going to pay 2. I'll drop this between Iron Man and Zemo. Iron Man's going to pay 2 for a Friday AI to do a 6 dice energy into a now, 2 health, 3 health Star-Lord?
Yeah.
6 dice with a reroll.
Question.
Yeah.
Just going to really quick ask this. Galaxy's Greatest does not affect martial prowess.
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't believe so, at least. You guys can let us know if we're wrong about that.
Yeah, because it says add 1 die to your defense roll, and this says instead of rolling, you roll 5.
Yeah, I believe it's still 5. There is a world where it changes it, but
anyways,
let us know if we're wrong about that.
I don't think 1 more die would save her.
So, 6 dice into Star-Lord. We need to do 3. We have a reroll. We got this. That's a good start. 3 to crit.
Okay.
4, reroll, 4.
So we're going to start with Plucky.
Yep.
And we're going to die.
Yeah. Okay, we drop him. We do what, 3?
You did 3, yeah.
And gain 3. Let's pay 1 of that to be picking up our point here. And then we're going to drop your objective for probably Zemo, but we'll see. I'll drop it between Zemo and Namor.
Okay.
And then we'll pick up this one. We'll see if Iron Man gets pushed. He's not currently standing on the objective anyways. He's fine.
Okay.
That is it for Tony. Good turn for Tony. We took Gamora off the board, which was huge.
That side of the board kind of falling apart for me is going to be real bad.
You could potentially do some rude things back over here, though.
But I don't know if those things are going to help me win the game.
We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty, Yondu's up. He's going for the shield agents, it sounds like.
So we're going to start by paying a power to take this point. It's mine now.
Yes, it is just yours.
Then we're going to be paying 2 power for a hit and run.
Yep.
We're going to be targeting Mr. Fury over there.
Yeah, so I kind of just have to let you do this because if I try to eye in the sky, you get the movement and you get the action back.
Yep.
So we're going to have 3 dice for this and hope it works out. We're going to block 1.
Reroll. And I think, in the interest of just trying to push through as much damage as I can.
Yep.
Spend that winging it. And 2.
5. So I'm going to block 1 and take 4. That puts Fury in a very perilous position.
Yeah.
Yep. Not a fan.
And then I've got a very cool hit and run maneuver to do.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Sounds good to me. And then I assume you're just trying to shoot me again?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to do the spender because I can't bounce it to anybody and it's only 1 extra die. But I don't need the power for anything else. So you know what? It's spender in time.
It's fair. We're going to consider what we could do with this guy here. I don't think we can do much. The best I'm thinking is maybe we could snag cover. So I think we'll do that because at this point we're not going to get a better eye in the sky.
Yeah, and this is the spender, so cover does matter.
So we'll eye in the sky here. We're going to get slightly behind this rock.
Yep.
Not enough to block line of sight, but at least enough to grab some cover. All right. And yeah, well, 3 dice. Nothing.
Got my reroll.
You got
3.
him. You got him.
Fantastic.
So yeah, sad Fury noises. He's going to drop, but more importantly, the shield agents are going to drop. But thankfully, when they drop their objective, I get to place it. So we are just going to put it in the worst of all worlds for you.
That makes a ton of sense.
And yeah, Fury is off the table. So is my leadership. Not that I actually used it this game. There were a few points I wanted to use the aggressive, and you didn't do damage to me. So it was kind of like, okay, whatever.
Fair enough. And that's a very solid activation from Yondu.
Yeah. So yeah, with Namor and Zemo left, I have this side of the board, which means unless you come over and take something from me, I'm guaranteed to drag this to another round. I'm going to just pass, because Namor can go screw up whatever he wants after you've decided to do your thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead. Alrighty, Drax is up for you. He's running to go pick up the objective over there. You do need it in order to tie the game and force another round.
Yeah, and I think that Namor is in too strong of a position to actually come over here now that he's not slowed anymore.
Yep.
So,
alrighty. So yeah, you're gonna pick that up. See if you get pushed because that might be relevant.
It might just send him to a point where he's no longer relevant, but
I'm thinking if anything, I send him back.
he is
But
not
it doesn't
pushed.
matter. So alrighty, cool. Yeah. So
Sorry.
real quick, before you walk, you are gonna try and
Yes.
flip my point because you can, and that's
Sorry,
guaranteed.
totally forgot it wasn't mine.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. There's no reason for you not to do that.
Mhm.
We're gonna go with Zemo next.
Mhm.
He's gonna pay one, steal this point.
How dare you?
He's gonna pay another one to try and pick up the lovely scroll here.
Mhm.
Even if he gets pushed, we should have the movement to make it to the other one. So I'm not super worried about that. He is gonna get pushed.
Okay. We are going to send him to a more inconvenient position for you.
That makes sense. And then from over there, we're just going to walk again, and we'll claim this point over here
Rudeness.
for the shield. So yeah, as it stands, if Namor, Rocket, and Groot stood still and did nothing, this is a tied game. But obviously that's not what's going to happen here. You have Rocket and Groot, sir.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Rocket's up, and what's he up to? He's going to start blasting away at Namor.
I think he's just got to start blasting.
Alrighty. Namor is going to be having 4 dice, or sorry, 3 dice, or no, 4 dice with 2 rerolls here.
Wow, what the heck?
Yeah, Zemo is a thing. That's a good roll for you, and my rerolls are doing nothing. Or my base dice are doing nothing, rather. My reroll gets me 1. I'm going to eat 3.
Fantastic.
That does hurt a lot.
I think we just do it again.
That makes sense.
There's 5 dice are coming at you. 3.
2 before my reroll. And those are skulls, so I'm going to eat 1.
All right.
Alrighty. Interesting. Very interesting. You've opened up some options for me. This will be a very neat turn, I think. We're going to charge. You've given me exactly enough power to charge, use my spender, and pick up or flip a point.
Okay.
So I think we're charging Groot to stagger him.
Okay.
We're going to then spender and drop Yondu's point, and then pick it up, and Groot's just going to have 1 5 dice punch because he's shocked with Galaxy's Greatest and stunned, so I can't give him enough power to spender.
Yeah.
1 5 dice punch to kill me.
Okay.
The alternative here is I put both of these attacks into Yondu. I use the advance to get onto this point and potentially out of 3 of Groot.
Maybe.
That's the sketchy part of this. And
It's
then
been
I
sketchy.
also flip the point, so you have to walk and you only get 1 punch into me anyways. But I would rather stagger you, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to charge, or we've already paid for the charge. We're going to come over here. We're going to punch.
Okay. Before we get too far into things, this is a booby traps.
That's fair. Yeah. 4 dice, crits, and wilds.
For 1.
You get 1. Okay. That's going to matter, probably. At this point, do I still punch Groot? Yes, I do. I still punch Groot. So 6 dice, single reroll. Oh boy. Single reroll. We got 5. I drop Groot and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's big. Yeah, because now at this point, I spender Yondu to drop his objective, and nothing else matters.
Because the game's just over at that point?
The game is just over, because then I just pick it up.
Oh, man.
Alternatively, I could builder him and walk onto this point and flip it anyways.
You do still have a small advance from
the spender.
Yeah.
If I do
the charge.
Oh, yeah, but that has to be towards Groot.
I'm saying you could very easily do the second attack into Rocket.
If I don't kill Rocket, then I'm relying on a 50-50.
That's true.
Although I can do the advance to here, still be in range 2 of Yondu, and try to do both.
You get the 50-50.
Exactly. So yeah, now we'll spender Yondu. We're gonna choose the one that will drop your objective, obviously. And I think we're gonna we're gonna do good work here. We got a reroll for 6.
You do 5, and he's alive on 1.
Cool. I'm gonna drop his objective to here. I'll take the 50-50 just because I can. I'll fail it, and then I'll pick up this.
Yep.
And that will be.
Hold up. Do you get pushed?
Well, then yeah, I don't.
What the heck?
That's just game right there.
Yep.
I'm gonna score 5 points. You're gonna score 2 points.
Uh,
Um,
3.
you're only. Oh yeah, because I didn't flip that.
Yep.
So yeah, you're going to score 3. I'm going to score 5, bringing this 15-17.
Yep.
Really close
Very
game.
close game. Yeah, it genuinely came down to that last couple of attacks from Namor.
Yeah.
Um,
No, this
wildly
was.
close.
I mean, this was wild on all hands. I think almost every model of this game got an opportunity to have a good turn.
Exactly.
A
And I
couple
think
exceptions,
a
but
lot of the attacks that happened. Well, I mean, Drax didn't do much today, but that's
yeah,
kind of Drax. I knew what I was getting into bringing Drax instead of Baron Zemo.
that's fair.
But like more to me than the fact that almost everyone did something cool is everything we did was on the razor edge.
Yeah,
You just killed Gamora with a Helios laser.
Gamora
You
perfect killed
just had that.
Tony and Zemo that turn as
Yep.
well.
Gamora just had that one activation where she went off. Star Lord like just survived beforehand.
Yep.
Rocket just went down and then was clawing it back. Everyone just did the things they needed to do by the razor thin margins.
Yeah, I mean, even Groot at the end there, perfect killed.
Yep.
In theory, if I left him on 1, there is a world where I'm like, okay, maybe we just tried to double tap him, but um, yeah, no, that was a really close game. Right up until the very end, I was kind of like when I saw what I could do with
Oh,
Namor, I thought I had it,
so
but
I've
it was still
technically
a game.
missed something, and the internet's
Uh
probably already yelled at me for me. You did a small advance towards
oh.
Groot Rocket. One more.
You could try to booby traps again. No,
No,
okay.
can't do that fast.
But yeah, like this was very much this was a game where it was anyone's game right until the end. Super swingy dice definitely led to that. I mean,
Mhm.
Gamora popping off like that. Namor, some of the ridiculous things he was doing near the end.
Mhm.
There was Zemo right at the beginning, just saying Gamora's down turn 1.
Rocket had those couple of wild attacks he
Rocket
did.
had some crazy good attacks.
Groot just one shot Winter Soldier.
Yep. Yeah, no, there was definitely a handful of those going around, but still ended up being a super close game. We just kind of both had swings in different places.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, that was a really really neat. Just kind of we're both just going to shoot each other, and we're both going to have wild dice at times.
Yeah, my defense die kind of pivoted wildly between very bad and very good.
Well, and there was very much that one round where it was like everything I tried to do. I want to say it was round 3. Everything I tried to do didn't work, and everything you tried, like you flipped my entire
I
team
flipped
that
your
round
entire team.
and took Winter Soldier off the board.
One of those flips was Gamora taking a charge from Namor
Yeah.
and killing him on the parry.
Yep. The thing that was supposed to stagger Gamora and mean she doesn't have a crazy activation instead said Gamora dropped 3 of my characters that round.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, wild game. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this battle report. Let us know what you guys think down below. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do battle reports like these, hopefully back to weekly soon. And we also have some more discussion-focused content during the weekdays. So if you're a fan of any of that sort of thing, feel free to jump on in. That's going to do it for now. So until next time, have a great day, everybody. Peace.